Okay, so just a little update on the plant situation and the soil. So I've allowed it to dry out for a good week now since I planted the new plants, so the chamomile, the wormwood and the helianthemum. And I'm noticing signs of growth. So this helianthemum here, for example, that has definitely grown since I put it in there. So that is happy, that's doing well there. The wormwood is also showing signs. I don't know if you can notice these new kind of like heads forming. So that's a good sign. And the chamomile has spread. Look how it's spreading behind that branch there. And it's also grown upright. So I think the trick that I'm learning now is not to water them. Like I was spray misting. I mean, there wasn't like a set schedule with the spray misting, but now I'm even doing it less often. So I was spray misting before on average about once a week, say, giving the place a good spray mist. Yeah. But I think that allowing the soil to dry out allows the plants to grow, because sometimes too much watering can drown the plants, cause root rot and that sort of thing. So what I'm noticing since allowing the soil to dry out, I'm noticing signs of growth everywhere. So look at this jade plant, look at the new leaves growing there. The chamomile is spreading. This is a Haworthia. These are tolerant of drought conditions anyway. The same with the aloe. So they don't need to be watered hardly. This Sedum corticola is an alpine plant, and again that doesn't need watering so much. So going forward, in terms of providing water for the leopard gecko, I think what I'm going to do is just gently spray mist the ficus tree and the snake plant in the back there. Just give it a little gentle mist, and the rock, so that he's still getting access to a little bit of water if he needs it. But I don't need to do that as often now. I can even leave it for a week or even a couple of weeks, because too much watering can kill the plants. That Sedum Cape Blanco in the corner there, that's even growing more now than what I've noticed it before. And this asparagus fern, which I've trimmed down, there's still signs of growth. There's a new shoot growing just in the back there, and there's a little one there and there, so it's still growing. So watering, this is an arid setup really. It's for a leopard gecko. So basically I think the method now going forward is to have prolonged periods of dryness, which I suppose mimics their wild habitat. So that's the new kind of approach I'm going to take, is to water, but very, very like little droplets. So even I've just given this chamomile a little bit of water now, but it was literally like a tiny bit. So like, say, just a couple of little blasts like that, just, you know, nothing too major, because it can affect the plants, it can kill them, too much water. If you have a crested gecko, the setup is totally different. It's more humid, it's more lush, it's more green, it's more foresty. So that needs lots of watering. This leopard gecko setup is now becoming a more drier habitat. So, and the plants that are in there are mostly succulents and alpines. So the soil is, we've got a big depth of soil. Yeah, there's a good depth of soil, and there's a good mix of clay sand, earth mix arid, sphagnum moss, leaf litter, forest bark mulch, cocoa fibre. So there's an advanced mix. We've even got vermiculite and some sand over in this section. So the soil is healthy. So now the plants are responding to that, and they're also responding to the lack of, well, not lack of water, because there'll still be plenty of moisture in that soil. But with me allowing it to dry out, it's encouraging them to reach out through their roots into the soil to get all the moisture and the nutrients that they need. So they don't actually need that much watering. So I'm just literally, look at this Mentha spicata. So the spearmint, look how that's growing. So this little green plant here. Yeah, and look at these new shoots growing. Yeah, and I haven't watered that for some time. So I think going forward, I'm just going to let it be. And just like I was showing with this aloe, just as an example, because I've already watered that chamomile, just little short blasts of water. That's probably all they need. Rather than giving them a dense covering of water and soaking, it could kill them. And then providing the gecko with water, just giving the ficus tree in the back there a spray mist, and the snake plant, and a little bit on the rock. And then if he does come out, he can lick the moisture off the leaves. So, and that will be enough. Okay guys, so there we are. I will provide another update on this project in about another week's time and see how things are going then. So yeah, over and out guys.